Hello, I'm Nathan Judo. I'm here with Wolves reporter Timothy Spiers. Massive game tomorrow night, Carabao Cup, placing the quarter-finals up for stake, and it's going to be a big game. Plenty of changes, I would have thought.
Nathaniel, there will be many changes. Could be 11. Could be 11. Well, I've just been going through the squad. I mean, everyone wants to play, and as tempting as it would be to play Neves, to play Jota, to try and get through to the next round, does Nuno really give a damn? His absence at today's press conference would suggest not.
When the players fancy though, have they earned that? Because they want to play against the best players, don't they?
Well, the ones who've earned it are the ones who've gotten to this stage so far.
True.
The likes of Jack Price, Ben Marshall, Ruben Vinagre have been playing. Will Norris as well, obviously. So I've just been looking at it. I think he probably will make 11 changes. The one difficult one is right wing back, because Oscar Berg Rasmussen played there in the last round against Yeovil.
Wasn't amazing. Did okay.
Wasn't amazing, but he's playing for the under-23s tonight, so you'd think that rules him out. Also, Donovan Wilson played for the under-23s tonight as well. So these guys have been involved in previous rounds. You'd expect them not to be. So he's been reluctant to play Ben Marshall at right wing back. He played Jordan Graham there in the second round against Southampton. I think he'll go with Marshall tomorrow, and I do think if Willy Bolly's fit, I think we'll see 11 changes, because he can bring in Bennett, Bolly and Hawes as his back three.
Yeah.
Will Norris in goal. Then I think Marshall on the right wing back, just getting through the team here. Vinagre will come in on the left. I think that's pretty obvious. Price and Njai will be your middle two.
Right.
And then you've got Costa and Bright who could come in up top, and then you've got Michael Zyro who could play. Connor Ronan could be one of the three and drop back, as he's tended to do in the League Cup. He did that at Southampton. Ben Marshall played in the front three, but he dragged back into midfield, so it's more of a 3-5-2.
Not feeling as confident now?
Well, do you know what?
It doesn't matter, it's a free hit.
I wasn't feeling confident at Southampton away. He made 11 changes. Southampton didn't make as many at all, and fielded a strong team, and Wolves beat them 2-0. So Man City will make many changes as well. So
they will. They went to Albion in the round previous, and you've still got many changes. You've got Sané, Sterling, and Jesus up front. So it's ridiculous, isn't it? But I mean, like you say, it's one for the fans. They can enjoy it. Wolves can enjoy it, and it's a free hit.
There are 6,000 fans going, and that will make a big difference. And Wolves will raise their game. Wolves will raise their game. It's a massive game for these players, and they will raise their game, and they'll relish the occasion. And Man City going to relish the occasion. Fourth round Carabao Cup tie.
I think not bothered
against lower league opposition.
Yeah.
They're not going to fancy it. Some of their individual players are going to want to put on a show to try and force their way into Pep's first team plans. But as far as getting through to the quarterfinals of the Carabao Cup, beating Wolves at home, they don't give a damn.
These two teams aren't that bothered, really.
So this makes such a difference in cup games. You can't write Wolves off tomorrow. The motivation levels will play a big factor as well. Nuno will go with the game plan, and let's see what they can do.
You spoke to Alfred Njai today. What did he have to say for himself? I'm sure delighted to get some more game time.
Yeah, I mean, we're all assuming here, but we assume that he will play. And again, it's not an occasion that will faze him. He's played there last season for starters for Hull in a 3-1 defeat. So one of very few, if anyone else, that will be in these. Well, Bennett would probably be one that will be in the starting lineup that have played there before. So I asked him, will you impart that experience on the rest of the squad? And he said he will. He says he does that anyway. He's one of the senior players in the squad in terms of age and experience. So he'll pass that on. A lot of the players that he faced that day could be playing again tomorrow. So he knows what to expect, and he can be a big factor perhaps in that regard.
What are you feeling? How do you think they'll approach it? Do you think they'll attack them or sit back and soak it up?
Well, it's interesting because they haven't come up against a team on paper that's much better than them so far. That will happen tomorrow. Nuno hasn't changed his game plan or his plan of attack at all in any fixture, really, barring a couple of minor tactical tweaks. So you've got to say he'll go with the same again, and they'll want to see a lot of the ball, and they'll look to attack him. It's a cup game for a start. There's no replays, and they won't want extra time. Nobody want extra time. So yeah, let's go for it. Let's get Costa on the ball, Vinagre on the ball. Let's try and do something special in the final third. Use the pace that they've got on the counter with Bright as well. Really quick players. Wolves can do some damage. If you get that first goal, you just never know.
And good practice, like I said, they went to Liverpool last season. They've gone to plenty of Premier League games, Stoke and Southampton. And hopefully these are the games where they're going to have to start to get used to for next season. Fingers crossed.
Yeah, absolutely. And Wolves have risen to the occasion so far this season in the bigger matches that they've had. Villa game being a prime example. Massive crowd. Derby. Big game as far as the Championship goes, and they rose to the occasion in that game. and I think the mentality will stand them in good stead. You know, it'll be interesting to see how Man City approach it. I mean, they've got Albion on Saturday and then Napoli away next week. Wolves fans will probably say that the tougher game is tomorrow night. But yeah, interesting to see how they approach it. I'm not sure ticket sales for them either. But again, it's going to be a quiet home crowd. So Wolves have got to use every advantage that they have, which isn't many, to their advantage, and try and get one over. You never know.
You never know, absolutely. It's Manchester City v Wolves for a place in the quarter-finals of the Carabao Cup. For all the build-up on this one, make sure you log on to expressandstar.com.